Hey, everyone. Welcome to MCA Monday. So excited that you're here. My name is Catherine Clark. I am your host, Miss Corporate America 2019, your creative writing queen. Now, our guest that we have on today, you do not want to miss this conversation. Such a dynamic person. She is a good friend of mine and business partner, but she's also a sister from another mister. She is a life coach certified. She is also a business activation strategist and a ministry influencer. So go ahead and put your hands together. Welcome, my dear friend, Coach LaToya Rattery. Woo!
Hey guys.
Welcome. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here with us today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Definitely so excited that you're here. Now, before we dive deep into our conversation, I'd like for our viewers to just get to know our guests just a little bit more. So share with us where you from and maybe something interesting that the average person wouldn't know about you.
Well, hey MCA followers and fans. I'm Coach Atoya and I'm so excited. I was born in Jamaica, the beautiful island of Jamaica. And something
Okay.
that most of you guys probably don't know about me is that I used to run track. Right? That means I used to
Oh,
do track and field back
okay.
in middle school, and your girl still got game. So
All right.
meet me at the track and field if you're really a racer or someone who wants to try to go ahead, and we will make it happen, right? So I got a little competition part of me in me.
I
So
love it. I love it. I love it. And it's okay every now and then to have a little bit competition, a little competition.
yes.
That is wonderful. Well, there's so much I just admire about you and love about you. Not only are you my friend, but you're definitely a go-getter, you're a businesswoman, and you are the founder of Bold University LLC. So just share with our viewers a little bit more about your mission, your vision of Bold University.
Yes. Well, Bold University really didn't start with an idea. Bold University start with a time in my life that I was going through one of the craziest moment of my life, and I had to figure out a way to pick up the pieces and realize over the time frame of doing life and trying to do it myself, I had to take my life in a whole nother format to start changing the dynamic how I was doing with life. So I was very unhappy with my life, and I realized that to be unhappy with your life is to be unhappy with your time. So when I tapped into my time, I realized that I was going to be the boss of my life. So I put on my
Mhm.
CEO hat, not just in my corporation or my company, but realizing that I was in control. So I did launch Bold University, which is a place for life and business for women. It is a woman network, and it's membership based. So I'm just so excited about that. And I get to change women's lives from inside out.
I love that. I love that. You said that you became the boss of your life. And I think sometimes we miss that key as women, and sometimes even fellas, we're the boss in the workplace, we're the boss in our business. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes there's areas in our lives that we're lacking. And I believe that that is living the optimum life is when you can become a boss of your own life, which is of your schedule, your time, your resources. So that is awesome. I love it. I love it. Now, so ultimately, what would you say inspired you to start basically a lifestyle club and business? What inspired you to start that? An exclusive business and
Yes.
lifestyle club?
Yes.
Yes.
Great question. One of the things that I realized that when I got sick and I was diagnosed a few years ago with gastritis, that derived from stress, that also derived from genetical things and things that I wasn't doing to take care of myself. And when I got sick, I kept saying, where does the working woman go? I couldn't find that place, guys. So I end up creating that hub. And I wanted a place of holistic where women can come and really find that space where she can let out her thoughts and she's not being judgmental about the way that she's thinking because she's actually processing. And so I didn't want to have us to come on with our boss move and our boss vibe, but for us to really begin to connect to the internal being about ourselves. Are
Mm.
you okay? Are you stressed? Those are the things that I think every woman and every CEO, whether you have scalability, whether you're on the low end, you have to be able to implement self-care and not stress yourself out so much that you are damage your internal being to try to make something happen. And so it's so important that we have a balance between success and self-care.
That's great. I think that's so vital and so key, especially many of us are leaders, whether we're in the community, in the workplace, or we're business owners. That is so vital, self care. What would you say? Because I know with you, you always creating some type of new regimen. I know at one point, I think you had backyard wellness, backyard fitness. So can you touch on just some of your little routines? What are some of your wellness routines that you implement in your everyday life?
Well, I am a creative person. Not
Mhm.
only that I'm corporate, but I'm creative. That means that as an educator, I realized that I had to pull on the classroom model, right? In the
Mhm.
classroom model, we have organizational mapping, right? We have the brainstorming mapping, we have the processing mapping. That is the same thing. And I had to realize that I had to create a lifestyle blueprint. That means that
Mhm.
I have taken on a planning division part of my life. Planning have became the top of the line thing, and reason why I feel like I'm winning because life
Mhm.
is on schedule. When I realize I'm also love the Lord and everything like that, but I realize in the book of Genesis, God taught us how to balance life. He was God that he could have created heaven and earth, but in 7 days, God had a schedule. And I believe that we all need that type of schedule that we can create our boundaries. So I did backyard fitness. For those of you who are watching, I went on a weight loss journey and I lost over 50 pounds. And I'm still on my journey because why? I had to take back my life. I had to quit my job in order to do that. So whatever it takes, some of us are scared to leave our job and we know that it's stressing us out. And we're a minute away from mental breakdown and mental pressure. So when you have a schedule and having a planning techniques, you are preventing things from happening, such as mental health issues, body
Yeah.
aches, the things that we keep ignoring over and over. Some of us as women have not even went to the doctor, and we want to be the CEO. So I tell people all the time, I help women eliminate stress. Also, not only that, increasing their productivity so that they can double their income and their impact.
Wow. That is powerful, 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 powerful. Man, well, I'm excited. I'm excited about Bold University and everything that is happening there, the growth that's going to take place. Now, within Bold University, there is a business division that's called the Branding Lab Group, in which I am also a proud co-founder of as well. So super excited about, yes, about the Branding Lab Group. So y'all stay tuned for that. We have some exciting things coming up. Now, with this being a business division of Bow University, I know oftentimes we tackle a rare subject matter that we like to call business and healing.
Yes.
So, expound on that a little bit more. Like, what is business and healing? What is that all about?
Well, as I started business and I kept looking at, I've done different coaching session with different CEO, and
Yeah.
before I can even start branding them, I have to get their life in order. So
Mm.
there's time that I find myself going between a life coach and a creative branding strategist, but it creates a great blend. One of my major and that I graduated from UCF is psychology, but branding has everything to do with psychology. And I was and as I began to talk to you, of course, my beautiful friend and our other partner who's not here tonight, but in general, I realized that the business world was missing the emotional intelligence. And I tell people all the time, you don't need an IQ to start a business. You need an EQ, which deals with your emotional intelligence.
That's
That has
good.
everything to do with your customer relations. It has everything to do with how you're feeling with comparison when you get in the business world. That is a part of us that as women that we don't talk about is the giant of what you talk about, Catherine, all the time, the giant of comparison.
Yeah.
We feel intimidated because someone walk in the room. And I tell myself all the time, if Oprah walk in the room and I'm on the stage, I don't need to stop because Oprah in the room. You
Right.
are significant in your role. And I had to realize that healing is interconnected with your business. And I
Mm.
couldn't go forward more until I start unraveling some things, childhood hurts and things like that, to kind of, because that is a blockage. It's a pipeline why you're not getting the income or the type of client that you need to attract, because that component that we think is, it's, we try to do business over. And that's
Mm.
why I started Bold University, because we didn't want a business to be a place of discovery, but also recovery. You have to
Hey,
connect the two, because it's
that's
an
good.
integrated approach that woman can take, is that she's recovering so that she can discover better in her business.
Wow, that is so powerful. And I went along with that journey with you as well, realizing that, man, there's some blockage there somewhere. There's this stagnation that I'm experiencing in my business. And sometimes we look at it from maybe a bird's eye view, and you think, oh, maybe I'm just procrastinating, or maybe sometimes there's something a little deeper that's hindering that progression in our business, or in our career. If you're climbing that corporate ladder, sometimes we don't realize, you think you just had a bad hair day, but no, sometimes there's those deeper rooted issues that it's not always easy to uncover, because oftentimes they're heart issues. And when
Mm.
something gets into our heart, the heart sometimes can be, that's why I know, so, there's a great proverb. It talks about that the heart can be misleading. The heart can be deceiving, because when something gets in our heart, sometimes we don't even realize it's there,
Yes.
right? And then we act according to our heart. So we got to be very conscious about our hearts, about what we allow in our heart. So that is a great, great point, man. This is great. I'm excited. Wow.
Yes.
Now, I want us to transition and talk a little bit more about branding. You and I, we've been in business for some years now. And when we came to this revelation about Branding Lab Group, and, just realizing, like, man, I don't know if we did it the right way. It's just starting out, like we just did the best that we knew how, with a little guidance. But I want us to really talk about branding. Why is it so important? Why is it so important for businesses, companies, or even individuals to brand themselves or their companies? Why is it important?
Well, that is one of the critical things. I want us, whoever watching, I want you to think of branding business as a building, right? And if
Mm,
you're going to build a building, you don't start off with the roof. The roof is your marketing. You start off with the foundation, which is your branding. A lot of time we at the Branding Lab, Catherine, we talk about that we have a brand before market concept, because
yeah.
we have read the studies that millions of people are wasting money
Mm,
marketing something that they don't have a language around. They don't
wow.
have their narrative. They don't have their message. They don't know who their customer avatar is. They really don't know. And so what happened, we've spent a lot of money getting the flyers done. It's bigger than that, because I think of legacy. When I think of branding, I think of legacy.
Yes.
Whatever God has given you, that business is a calling. And at times we play as if it's a hobby and it's not a
Mm,
calling. We treat it as a hobby and not a calling. And so I had to get serious about it. And I realized that in the business world, many women are missing branding literacy. And what the Branding Lab does is that we help you build that infrastructure so that you understand what you're getting into. You're not getting into just, promoting it and everyone click that like on Facebook and Instagram,
right.
but it's all about that you have a language, you know your niche, you know your brand identity, you know exactly your language, you know why you started it, because at times we're looking at the income but not the outcome. And so we have to
Mm,
really rethink this and be able to create brands that's functioning around need base, thinking about the solution that you need as well. And also, I often compare at the time when Chick-fil-A and I believe it was Popeyes, when they
yeah.
came out with the chicken, and it was like, hey, Chick-fil-A sandwich is better than Popeyes. I think the whole social media went in rampage about this entire competition. But one of
Mm,
the things that didn't happen, Chick-fil-A didn't close down because Popeyes came out with the new chicken, right? So
wow.
a lot of time, us as women, we have a problem with collaborating because we are dealing with hurt. That's why we're talking about business and healing,
Yeah.
because we don't go into partnership, because we still have that trust issue. And so when we're working out our emotional problem, we are really becoming the genuine, the authentic person that we are in our business, and we're not putting on a facade. And we're
Yeah.
not coming in a room and everybody know I'm in the room, but you're bleeding. And so
Mm,
I realized that you can brand, but you're still hurting. And so
yeah.
we want to be able to build the bridge, ladies, and be able to create that synergy between your branding and your healing, and to realize that you can't leave yourself out of your business. You have to take care of yourself, whatever you put your hands to do. And that is a significant part of it. So the Branding Lab group is designed to create that infrastructure, and you have different partners that is partnering with you to make sure that you have a language around your brand. We help you pivot your message. We help you pivot your brand. We help you craft that message, making sure that you have the right mission and a strong branding narrative so that you have that voice identity, and also spruce up your style. I had to rebrand myself. Some of us have a big brand and we also have a small budget. And that's what
Mm,
we're doing. Your brand is big, but your budget a little small, but we don't want you to stop. So that's why we wanted to create that hub. And Catherine, you can even elaborate on some of that, because we talked about why we got started, because we were so confused with all these branding things, and we think we needed social media, we think we needed marketing, but we're forgetting that we need the foundation, what is our branding blueprint, so that we can go in with the identity that we know that we really want to do, and that we're not confused about what we really want to say. So I
yeah.
just want everyone to think of a business as a house, and you don't start off with a roof. You build from the bottom. That is branding. And then
That's
you work
good.
yourself up into a marketing concept and strategy. But if you brand, you won't be confused about who you're talking to. So you will
Wow.
know who you're selling to and who your audience are.
That is awesome. I love how you said earlier, like, sometimes we're branding, but we're bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't have to brand and be bleeding at the same time. And touching on that partnership, I remember even when we had the conversation, we were nervous. You remember I came and I talked to you, you're like, oh, I'm shaking, I'm nervous. I was like, I know, what is this? Like, you know, it's so powerful what you can do
Yeah.
when you connect with like-minded individuals who has the same mind, same heart, same spirit. There's no limits what you can accomplish. But sometimes it's not easy to trust. But we got to let that guard down. And you're prayerful about partnership, but I think partnership, is powerful. There's power in partnership. So let's look at some of our comments. Deanne said, "Hi, Queen." Angela, hello. Good for doing this. Flo, yes, good stuff. Thank you all. So if you're watching this, give us some hearts, give us some likes. Let us know that you're enjoying this conversation, because I know I definitely am. But this is some great information that we've been discussing on tonight. Now, if any of our viewers are watching and they want to learn more about Branding Lab Group, or any upcoming events or anything, let us know. How can we find out more information?
Well, definitely. One of the things that for our viewers who are watching, Bold University, you can also find us on Facebook as well. The Branding Lab Group is a division part of Bold University, so you can always follow us at Bold University. But if you're on here and you want to learn about the Branding Lab Group, it's all about branding made easy. We made it easy for you guys. We broke it down and we have made it a simple formula. So we have a brand formula. It's all about the scientific lens to realize that when you're in the lab, everything don't mix. And so that's what we
Mm,
do. We break down this infrastructure for you. We create this entire thing about you, about around your brand, whether it's personal or it's an organization, and we
yeah,
allow you to be a part of the growth. We get so excited about it, but we have to really spend some time to create a branding blueprint so that we can create our business plan. Okay, so you can find us at www.brandinglabgroup.com. You can go ahead and check us out, and myself is on it, and also my team as well, and we can definitely get you started in your next level project.
I love it. Absolutely love, 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 love it. Yes, I'm the creative writing consultant, which I didn't mention earlier, for the Branding Lab Group. So yeah, we tackle all subjects, from your mission to your vision to your vision statement. So all of those items are so important. Like your tagline. I often talk about your tagline is your punchline. So, all those are that key language that individuals need when they're looking at your brand. You want there to be some consistency in your language and your look. So, man, thank you so much for being with us today. You are absolutely amazing. I am so excited for all that is to come with Bold University. And also, if you want to contact directly, you can also go to brandinglabgroup.com if you have any questions after visiting the website. Now, before we leave on today, I just want to take the opportunity to congratulate our new Miss Mompreneur 2020, Kia Loggins. So give her a hand clap. Woo! So excited for her. Kia, if you're watching or if you know her, please just show her our love. We're so excited to have you a part of the MCA family, and we just look forward to the beautiful relationship that we're going to develop along the way. All right. Well, we thank you so much. Thank you again, Coach LaToya, for being with us on
Thank you for
today.
having me.
And yes, 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 yes. And hopefully, maybe we'll be able to do this again sometime in the future. Oh, also, we failed to mention that we will, Breading Lab Group will be having our virtual business party.
Yes, we are. That's going to be exciting very soon. So you guys can find us on social media. Go to Bold University. That's where we're going to be airing it from. And you can learn about it. We're going to do a little bit more on the website reveal for those of you guys that get the website now. But we have a lot. We're going to be giving out some free stuff, some giveaways, and it's going to be great at the Branding Lab. So remember, step into the lab on August 27th.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, until next time, family, thank you so much, and we hope you have a wonderful evening. Rain on.
Take care.
Bye.